Yo, what's happening, everybody? I appreciate everybody checking in. We're back for a Tuesday. A little bit of film study, a little bit of film review. Again, we all know we're 2-8, 6-game losing streak. But at the end of the day, let's go over some film. Let's take a look at what we can look forward to for the rest of the season and go in the off season. You know, now at like Max Crosby said, we're playing for pride as it stands right now, and so we're gonna look at some players that are playing for some pride. But what we do have is we got our guy back. We got our guy, Chris. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm in a peaceful place. Like I said, whenever I think about it, I just think about that first scene in Avengers Endgame with Thanos just kicked back with his feet up after he snapped. Like, he was just in peace, man. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. You know, there was a lot of chaos, but I'm at peace. You know, my man severed and then brought me to the dark side of #SS. And now, like, things just ain't that bad right now, man. Things ain't that bad, you know?
I don't like Kobe.
Right.
He got you. That's what he did. That's good, man. Hey, Chris, always good to have you back, man. Definitely missed you on the last couple of lives, but you back and we ready to rock. Severe, man. How you feeling?
Yo, man, you know, anybody that's on my channel, y'all see the thumbnail, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, baby. That's what it is for the rest of the year. It is what I'm cruising like you know, like you ain't never seen.
Like Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson, baby. Cruising on a Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely.
You know,
man. And you know what though? It's like you can't even be mad at where we're at right now. That's the thing, is we've wasted so much damn emotion leading up to all this. Yeah. It's like at this point right now, it's like, hey, let's just see what we can do. Let's just keep rolling and, you know, let the cards play. You know, now everybody's talking about draft. Everybody's talking about, you know, just playing for a draft spot. Everybody's looking at where we're at in the draft. I think we're at number 4. I think we're ranked number 4 right now. We got the number 4 pick with a couple teams in front of us. You know, and so
who's in front of us? The Giants, Jaguars, and
Cleveland.
Browns. Yeah.
The Browns are?
Yeah.
How'd the Browns get under us?
I think
Tennessee.
It might be Tennessee. It's Tennessee.
Yeah, okay, I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say. Okay. Yeah, it was. So the good thing is Tennessee and Jaguars play each other twice.
Yep.
Okay.
So that, in fact, I think they play each other next week. So that's gonna bump one of them.
But the bad news is that I think the Jaguars are the better team, and Tennessee is the one that will actually draft the quarterback. I don't think the Jaguars. They're less likely to. They may, because I think Doug Peterson is out of there. So they.
But didn't they just extend Trevor Lawrence?
They did, but you know, if they get a new coach in there, the new coach is going.
What? I keep hearing the Belichick rumors there. If like, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The Jaguars are going to get a good coach. I think most coaches aren't going to give up on Trevor. I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't either. I just won a playoff game 2 years ago.
Right.
So yeah, 100%. I mean, I wouldn't pull off with Trevor Lawrence at all. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's what a lot of people are talking about. They're talking about draft position and where we want to be to kind of position ourselves to get ourselves a potential quarterback. But who we take if we are in the top 3 position is that's the discussion. But we ain't going to talk about that today just yet because we got some film to go over. But let's go. I'm gonna salute to the chat, Billy Davis. I appreciate you coming up in the building. You always here, Eric Rader.
Shout out to
always
service.
Good seeing you.
Oh, that is
Anthony, man. Always good seeing you pull up as well. Leo, always in the building. Good seeing you. Sun Goddess, good to see you in the building as well. Ayo Raider, always good, man.
Good.
MG's Raider, always good. Appreciate you coming through. Sacktown, Raider Mike, always good as well. Yeah, in the building.
Yeah. Tamaki, what's going on?
Yeah.
SoCal Sal, appreciate you pulling up as well. Let's see who else is in here. Huey P, always see you in here, man.
Huey P.
Always good. Let's see. All right. And any Raider boosters. Appreciate you coming through. All right. So appreciate everybody in the building again, wherever you're at. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications. You know, we do go live on Tuesdays, most time on Tuesdays. We always try to go live after the games on Sundays. But once again, always good to have our guy Chris over at Protect the Shield podcast.
But hold on. Shout out to Leo, man. You see Leo's Thanos comment, man?
It is true though.
It is true. I like you ain't got to burst my bubble, man. I'm feeling the way before that happened. You know what I'm saying? When he just got his feet kicked up. But yeah,
my guy, Yaya had a good one too. I think we're all in that same stage of
5
grief.
stages, right?
Oh yep. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I think we're all in acceptance. What is it? Denial, then it's anger, then it's bargaining, and then it's acceptance.
Right.
It is, man. Like that's kind of where we're at. We got to figure out just how in the hell we all just kind of deal with this on our own. I'm lucky that I got a family that helps distract the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what I lean on when it comes to this. But again, everybody, I appreciate everybody in the chat. But look, I'm gonna give you just kind of my takes real quick as I went through the game. Anthony, you got a question real quick because they're starting running back this week. You got to believe they're gonna go with Madsen. And I think a lot of people are saying that in the chat a little bit. But let's start out. And Chris, I'm gonna throw it to you first, man, because it's your boy, Jacorian Bennett. He went down. What's your feeling, man?
Yeah, I never want to see him go down. I mean, I hated seeing that. Kid works hard. Everything I've seen about him is a good guy, good kid. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I hope he gets better. At the end of the day, he needs all the reps he can get. Because honestly, going into next year, he may be CB1 for us. I mean CB1 now, really.
Yeah,
so
I think he's CB1 now.
Yeah, so we definitely need him. So we'll see what happens.
The only thing I'll say is what's really tough is that as far as I know, as far as I can tell, AP at least yesterday came out and he didn't give an update. They said that he was still waiting on kind of just what the outcome is, and that's when you watch Jacorian Bennett walk off the field, he had that lean that you don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
He just had the kind of that dead arm. Like, I mean, in high school, junior, I broke my collarbone, so I know how that feels, and you see it, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't come back, but then at the end of the day, when you don't get an update fairly quickly, that means either they're going to get a second opinion or they're just not going to release some information just yet. He may know what's going on, but I do hope, man. I hope he comes back. I hope that we can kind of get him back because, man, he was just balling straight up. He was balling to start this season, and you want to see him progress and build on top of that. Severe, what's your thoughts, man, on Jacorian?
Yeah, kind of like I said, after the game on Sunday, anytime when a guy goes out like that and they are immediately ruled out the rest of the game, it's generally not a good sign. So, like you expected, probably be a break of some sort is my assumption. So, hopefully he can, hey, this is SS season anyway, baby. Sam Webb got in there and got some run. He's been with us a few years, but he's still a relatively young guy. They're playing Darnay Holmes. I don't know why you're playing Darnay Holmes. Bring up MJ Devonshire. Give him some run. Give him a look. Like I said, man, call Chris's other boy. He probably at Avis parking car somewhere. Hit up Woo Governor and see
Woo Governor.
Shout out, my boy.
Hit up Woo Governor, man.
Not Avis.
Give him a look, man. Give him a look. Like, why not? Why the hell not?
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's the hard part, right? You got Jacorian Bennett goes down, and then all of a sudden Nate Hobbs didn't play last week, so we don't know what's going on with that. And so, at the end of the day, you're definitely going to have you're going to have, DC Richardson. You're coming out. You're playing that number 2 corner.
Yeah.
You're a young rookie, but it's time to step up. Next man up. If you want that opportunity, if you want to have that chance to show that you belong, here's your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And so, Darnay Holmes, as it stands right now, is going to get a lot of that slot work. I know that there's been rumors that Isaiah Palomal could possibly play that, but with Marcus Epps out, I think they're going to keep him where he's at. So,
yeah.
I think Darnay Holmes, if nothing switches, Darnay Holmes is going to get a lot of that work in.
I mean,
so
look, why not give Chris Smith a look, right? Like, if you want to play Palomal in the slot some, give Chris Smith a look. The last regime seemed to like him. I think he's a guy that made intelligent football guy. You know, made a lot of plays at Georgia. I think he's a little bit limited athletically, but he's a smart dude. Give him a look, man. Like what do you have to like? Antonio Pierce said it best. We're 2-7. We're now 2-8. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose?
It's all about evaluation now, man. It's all about I mean, when was it? A few years ago. That's when we first saw that like Sam Webb and Tyler Hall can be like decent rotational players. Like, go ahead and throw them out there. You don't know. Who was that guy that we had? What's his name? Keon. What's his name? That's at the Packers now.
Oh, Keyshawn Nixon.
Keyshawn Nixon. Yeah, like
that's right. Yeah.
Because like remember, like he was like way deep in our depth chart, and he never even played. I know he was returning kicks for us, and then I think eventually he got to play. But now he's like one of their dogs at the Packers now. So you never know what somebody can do until you give them a shot and get out there on the field. Honestly,
exactly. I'm with you. You know, and Anna Diaz, appreciate you pulling up. And Sacktown Raider Mike, it's always good seeing you in the building as well. Again, everybody, make sure you guys hit that like button wherever you're at. Subscribe, turn those notifications on. But again, Chris, I want to give you your opportunity to talk about your boy Jacorian Bennett, because you were someone that was really high on him going in the offseason and going into this. And so, I mean, you basically called it. So you got to, give credit where credit's due. But talking about the offense real quick, and we'll jump into the film. But offensively, I think we went extremely pass heavy. We had 43 pass attempts to 16 rush attempts. And it makes sense, right? You have Scott Turner, passing game coordinator. I think he was definitely, without question, going to try to gain some momentum through the pass, because that's what he's used to, and that's what he basically coordinated. Jordan Meredith, I'll be honest, he looked really good. I do think that he's probably the future of our guard position, at least on one side. Dylan Parham, he struggled. He struggled a little bit, and we'll kind of watch that in the film. I do think Colton Miller is a little bit back to form. I mean, he did a hell of a job. I don't think he's given up a sack since week 6. I think he's given up very minimal pressures. You see him a little more live in the run game. You'll see it on the film. And so I think Colton Miller is kind of coming back to form. One thing I liked about Scott Turner is that he kept things very basic, very simple for Gardner Minshew. Now, he didn't run a lot of RPOs, which I was a little I want to see him still run RPOs, but I don't know if that's Scott Turner's game. I know that's what Minshew's good at. I just don't know if that's a lot of what Scott Turner likes to do. But you can tell, again, we'll go over in the film, he kept things very, very basic. And I think it may have helped Gardner Minshew a little bit. Scott Turner ran a lot of rub routes and pick routes, which is something that we haven't seen early in the season. And again, I'll show you some clips on it, but definitely ran some more rub routes, which I like to see. It just helps with getting guys open. Yeah. We had Michael Merriback. He definitely looked a little rusty in the run blocking game, but he picked it up kind of towards the tail end of the game. Again, I'll show you some picks, some clips on that. But that's the offensive side. Before I jump to the defensive side, Severe, any thoughts on the offense as you saw it on Sunday?
Yeah, it's the Brock Bowers show at this point, man. It is the Brock Bowers show. And there's no reason for it to be anything else but that. I would like to see Mayer get some more targets in there. I would have liked to have seen that. But other than that, it's his first week back. Extended absence. I know he said he was doing 2-a-days, trying to get himself back in shape and lifting a lot, trying to get ready. So it's just not going to rust off. But going forward, 13 personnel, 12 personnel. Hopefully we can get Harrison Bryant back. I think that's the way to go. And heavy feature on Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. Minshew took care of the ball this game. I know people talk about how the offense performed better or play calling was better. I don't necessarily think that was the case. I just think that Minshew took better care of the football. We still can't run. And from what I was watching, I mean it's not completely on the running backs. There were a few plays where I saw where, hey, you know what, there were some cutback lanes, but most of the time,
I got one for you.
Yeah, most of the time it's just 2 or 3 guys in the backfield, damn near at the snap of the ball. So, and I think it's more of AP talked about it post game, right? Like more communication between offensive linemen, guys missing their aiming points, not getting the proper leverage. So I think all that stuff can be fixed with some more time on task. But right now, this is just the growth process.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Real quick, Chris, I'll shoot over to you in just a second. But salute to Young DB 94. Always good seeing you. My 2 cents, man. You in here? I appreciate you pulling up as well. We're about to go through the film. We're gonna run both offense and defense. Definitely want to say what's up, Clifford the Black Raider. Appreciate you coming through,
That's
man.
the most ironic name in the history.
It's ironic, man. We're gonna roll with it.
Salute.
But Chris, man, what was your thoughts on the offense on Sunday?
Yeah. So kind of like you said, I mean, honestly, I think Gardner, I mean, it was a more simplistic offense that was run, but I mean, he looked more comfortable. I mean, when he could. But it's just we just don't have no weapons out there. So it's like if Bowers isn't open, it's like what can we do? I definitely JPJ continues to impress me. He is, to me, I mean, at this point, he's not only to me is he the best lineman we have at this point, but he seems like the leader. Like he's more vocal.
On. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could see him trying to hype guys up and get guys going. So I really think we got us one, just for the long term. Get us another couple guys with that same dog mentality. We'll be good. DJ Glaze, I saw some good things, but I saw a couple bad reps as well. He had some bad reps, and again, I think that he's just it's trial by fire, so he'll continue to get better. But we just have, as Raider fans, we just got to be prepared for a true rebuild. Like this, we're not going to just have one little draft and things are going to get going in the right direction. Like we really have to dig deep, evaluate every position and figure this thing out. But it's going to be a long ride, and we have to be. I know Severe always talks about expectations. I mean, he was saying that in the beginning of the season. We have to have realistic expectations. We can't every year think we're going to the playoffs and we got to really go through the whole process. So that's kind of where we're at.
I'm with you, and again, I hope I'm wrong, but look, I'd say everybody kind of pump the brakes a little bit. There's a lot of people out there that are saying this offense all of a sudden looked a little more smooth, a little more crisp. And the one thing to really keep in mind is when you have a coaching change, sometimes you do have a little bit of a spark, right? We saw that last year against the Giants.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that offense went flat, and so that's kind of what we had. I think we had a little bit of a spark, but defensive coordinators don't know necessarily what your strategy is because you have a different play caller. Now they got a full game to kind of identify what you want to do. And so now they're going to scheme to it. But also I think, Chris, to your point, we have no running game. We have no deep threat. So without all that, good luck, So
if you guys haven't seen it, 805 did a real good video talking about that very thing he just brought up right now, a little bit more in depth. So if you guys have questions about it, head over to 805 channel and check it out.
No, I appreciate you. And kind of as we go through this, Huey P, are we over AP or giving him one more year? Chat, go ahead and answer Huey P's. I want to definitely get into this the video, the clips. But appreciate the question, everybody in the chat, man. Let us know what you think. And then we got I saw one. Hold on, let's see. We got somebody else. I saw somebody else in here that wanted to say what's up too.
Myra G in the building.
Oh, Myra G's in here. All right.
Yeah, Myra
G.
It's my
Rick
first time
Samarano.
Yeah, my first time. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. My first time seeing him. So salute to you. Welcome.
Who? Which one?
Rick Samarano.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my guy Rick.
Okay, awesome, man.
Salute to you.
Yeah, that's from Hawaii, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, sounds like it. I like it. Myra G, always good. Seeing you pull up as well. Hey, Jerry for show 1, 2, 3, man. You always in here. Appreciate you as well pulling up. So let's do this. We're gonna go and jump into the film. We're gonna go over defense first, then we'll switch over to the offense. I pull these clips again, guys. If you guys do have something you want me to pull up or you have something you want to say about the play, hit that hashtag Raiders and then give me the comment. It'll catch my eye. Sometimes it is hard to kind of go through all this as the film and the chat at the same time. So let's get into it. Okay, first one. This one's Snowden. This was actually, I think, one of the very first plays of the game.
Oh yes.
This is Snowden down at the bottom. Quick screen down the bottom.
Yeah.
Does a very good job. Kind of gets off the block, makes a play in the backfield. So I'll let it run through all the way through. Stone comes off.
Good awareness. Good
Great.
awareness.
Good solid tackle.
Field tackle.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's not easy to do. To be
Not at all. And the Raiders are on like a 4-2-5 right there, or 5-2, 5-2-4 rather. There's 5 defensive linemen, and he's kind of like a pseudo outside linebacker, defensive end.
What's really good, I mean, this is an undrafted free agent. Didn't even make our 53-man roster, and he's been kind of helping out this team a little bit, on the defensive side, and so elevated him, I think, after the Malcolm Kuntz injury.
Yeah.
So good to see him just kind of get some work out there. A defensive end playing out in space.
Spillane played that well too. Like if Snowden wouldn't have made the place, Spillane was at least flowing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could have made that open field. Who was that? A receiver? Yeah, that was a receiver, right?
Yeah, receiver. Yeah, it would have been Palomar. Palomar would have probably made the play.
Yeah,
Spillane,
more athletic.
Yeah, Spillane was Palomar was kind of a little bit more outside.
All right, so this one's John Jenkins. John Jenkins in the center right here.
Big Jink. Every now and then, he get one.
You're right. Every now and then
he getting one. Right. Good. Popped up feeling good too,
didn't he?
We run all the way through.
Yeah. Oh, get him off. He took the back. He took the back door. Pause. Yeah. But he took the back door in that one.
Yeah, he did a good job. Just kind of rode that lineman down. Now, Tyree Wilson kind of popped out at me on this play in the beginning, but he basically got lucky. He unblocked.
Yeah,
Is
this the play before a sack? So I think I think it's the play before a sack, right? He had a good play that play.
Yeah,
he had the sack,
the next clip.
And then the very next play after that, he got washed.
Hey, honestly, that's progress though. That's progress.
Tyree, yes.
So here's the sack. So I did pull the clip. Got to give love. We talk enough crap about.
Oh yeah,
Tyree Wilson. Got to give love where he's at. But Tyree Wilson, he is actually down here in the interior.
Let's get some Tyree. Oh!
Yeah, you see him.
So here's my thing. He got the sack. I actually consider this a covered sack.
It was.
Because
Adam Butler kind of created it. You see, Adam Butler takes on 2.
Correct.
Because I don't think that was supposed to be.
It was a stunt.
You think it was?
Yeah, Adam Butler's the pick man. It was a stunt.
Yeah,
Adam Butler's the pick man, and Tyree's looping around. But you see, like he hesitates a little bit. Like he doesn't pull the trigger. I think he's trying to guard against the run in case Tua takes off. But not like Tua. Tua ain't really running like that nowadays. You know why?
Unless he throws a pick and tries to actually tackle the damn defender. I don't know if y'all saw that. Just stupid or whatever. But here's my problem with Tyree, and actually I see it later in the game, and I have a clip on it. The problem I have with Tyree is he is so slow at running these stunts. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. It almost seemed like he just got blocked, and he just decided to go inside.
Like, I mean,
he's like trying to he's look around and get in there.
Because to me, it almost I don't know if that's a
he's like like he don't know when to.
it almost seems like Adam Butler gets blocked over there. Like I don't know.
No, I mean, I do. I think it's a stunt. But my thing is that, if you guys seen the combine in chat, if you guys seen that combine where they kind of have those big, massive hula hoops, right? And they're basically trying to look at guys bend. Like, how do you bend the edge, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they're looking at. Tyree Wilson has no bend to him.
No bend
whatsoever.
He's got long arms, man.
And that's the thing that kind of benefited him because he was hurt. So he really couldn't go through the combine. So like stuff like that might have hurt his draft stock.
That would expose him. That's a good point.
He didn't go through it.
Yeah, and so here and he could have exposed him because I'll tell you right now, the way he just kind of bends his edge in just his body, it's like he's trying to balance on playing ground. It's like it's weird. It's just that you want a guy that's gonna be fluid, and I'll show you some clips later of somebody else that does it well, but he's just too slow to it.
Even his feet.
He has no ankle mobility.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm looking at. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
It's tough. It's a tough one. This is Caleb Von Chasen's holding on 3rd and long. This is 3rd and long. We had to get this stop. This gives them a first down.
This is huge.
This one was tough. This one was really tough. You got Caleb Von Chasen down at the bottom. Again, you can see the sticks up top.
Yeah.
We're 3rd and long. They got to get to the 2-yard line to get a first down. And this is just, you got to have better football smarts.
Exactly.
That's kind of what this is.
It's like, come on. Like, what was that really doing? Like, what's that really doing?
Yeah. It's a bad hold. You can jam them. That's fine. Pop them and release.
And it's the spot where he holds him at. Like, if you're going to do a veteran move and hold him, like, hey, if you want to grab him around the waist a little bit, be a little slick with it.
Yeah.
You're grabbing them up that high and making it that obvious.
Man, yeah. Like, you do that hold if they're, like, close to you. But as soon as there's that space and you can...
Yeah.
Okay, Beezy, appreciate you pulling through.
Beezy. And yes, this is Jaden Daniels. I am preparing for my opponent next week. Y'all wondering. My offensive rookie of the year campaign. Make sure you
guys didn't get the announcement. We pulled Jaden Daniels out for this Tuesday night session. Let's go next one. We got now we saw James Jenkins. Good job. But this was tough. At the same time, James Jenkins, he kind of just gets swallowed up.
Yeah.
Gets pushed off the line. Linebackers get swallowed up.
Damn, he put him back 10 yards.
Exactly.
He didn't even do nothing about it. Like, even after the play, like, he just took that. Is that Eichenberg? Is that the good Eichenberg that's doing him like that?
Almatic, what's up, man? Vote SS 100%.
You already know what
Almatic, what's happening?
Almatic, my dog.
But that's tough, though. James Jenkins, we just saw a good play, but then again, this is what happens. I mean, he gets washed down, taken off the line, and then we go the end zone view. Linebackers, I'll tell you one of the things I wanted to mention. Davine Diablo, he's struggling. I think we are definitely in the market for a linebacker.
No, we gotta be. See, like,
just not physical enough. I mean,
and he took the wrong hold too.
But then I just talk shit about Davine Diablo, but I'll give him.
He makes this play. Oh, this is
I'll give him
play.
one. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this run through. He's on the top side, kind of playing off the edge right here, and he makes a great adjustment, sees the ball, flies, and my old coach used to call it lights out, and this is what he does.
Form tackling too, perfect form.
You see, he's just bop.
Yeah, perfect form tackling. Squared him up, shoulder in front, so you make sure the guy falls the direction you want him to go.
Sees him down here. Yeah, gotta love it. We'll see one more time just for Diablo, because we're gonna talk a lot of shit about him today.
Nah, facts.
See one more time. Come down line scrimmage, full speed.
I love it.
Those are momentum changers, man. If you do it the right time.
Yeah. Yes, he's good for a splash play, and then he makes like 4 or 5 bad ones after that.
Exactly.
That's his MO.
So this is the touchdown play coming off the edge down here at the bottom of the screen.
Bad. That's on. Who's 25? Is that DCAM?
Yeah, I was about to say that's DCAM right there.
That's
no. So
it's that lack of communication, man.
Yeah,
it's that. But at the same time, I think this is actually going to be more Isaiah Polamau. I think it's Isaiah Polamau's first time getting a touchdown scored on him.
Yeah.
This is his first time letting up a touchdown pass.
Yeah. But you got to make maybe he's responsible for making a call there, but with that motion, he's not going to get there in time. That's why they have to switch that. You got to switch it. Yeah, DCAM should take that guy, and Polamau should.
All three of them were confused. Cause even watching Morick,
Yeah.
it's
He
like
looked like more like he started leaning outside.
yeah, like he wanted to go that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like to me, it's just bad communication.
Yeah, see, and it might have been a situation where maybe Palomar was yelling, I got it. And then, he don't got it.
Well, so
Yeah.
it's tough though, because this is what happens when you have potentially a rookie. Jacorian Bennett goes out. Maybe Jacorian Bennett plays that a little bit better.
Yeah.
And so that's what happens. When you run motion and now you force defenses to have to communicate. If they don't communicate, you can catch them slipping. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what happened. But Tua had two options though.
Yeah. He had was that Waddle?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tyreek Hill over DC Richardson. Tyreek Hill. He slips right into the slant.
Hill. Waddle too.
Sorry, Waddle. No, my bad.
Yeah, I was saying
Waddle. Yeah, because I think Trevon would have been there for Tyreek, but yeah, Waddle. I think they
Waddle.
had Waddle.
You could hit him. Bang. You got this right here in the back of the end zone.
But that's what I'm talking about with Spillane. You see Spillane sees motion and he bites. Spillane should be there.
Yeah.
That's Spillane's responsibility because he sees motion and he bites. As soon as he sees that action, he starts biting.
But guys, I'm telling all this is just these offensive coordinators watching film on our previous games because this happens every time. Every time when they get motion and when we should switch. I mean, these are the same concepts we've been seeing all season on our defense.
And this is where I know we talked about on Sunday. I talked about Patrick Graham, how the numbers kind of don't bear out that he's not doing a bad. I know a lot of people think he's doing a bad job. He's overrated. Numbers really don't bear that out, especially when you consider the injuries. This is a situation where Mike McDaniel runs motion like 80% of the time, pre-snap motion.
That's what he does.
Like the highest in the NFL. I think by a pretty wide margin. I want to say Lugetzi. Actually, I think Lugetzi was top 5.
Lugetzi's got to be up there.
Yeah, Lugetzi was like top 5 at one point. I don't know. At losing all our pieces, I don't know what happened to our ratings, but I know, Mike McDaniel was in 80% of the time, so he's the highest. So like you have to like the community, and I know DCam probably wasn't really probably expected to play. He's only out there because JB went down, but you have to like that stuff you have to talk about. Like that has to be in your film session. You have to drill that into your guys, even on scout team. Like when you're running like the scout, like it's like that stuff you're doing. Like so, like even though he might not be getting the reps, he needs to be getting those mental reps. Talking about that stuff.
And that's the thing though, is like, but the thing is that not only as a player, but also coaches, you need to make sure that not only your starters, but your backups are prepared, right? And you got to have a plan. And so that's how most of the time, and this is the thing, that's how most of the time coaches get out coached. Exactly. You can get out coached if you're not prepared for worst case scenario type of situation. And so
it's not like this is surprising. Not like, oh, Mike McDaniel's going to run pre-snap motion. Like surprise. Like, no, this is what he does.
Right.
So you should be ready for this.
Yeah, exactly. And then sack time, 100%. Leo and Rundown, you guys, make sure you guys go over there and show love to them as well. Leo's got his own channel. Rundown's got his own channel. Make sure you guys show love to those guys as well. But I'm about to say, Ernest, appreciate you pulling up, seeing you in the building. 907 Raiders, appreciate you coming through as well. Make sure you guys, as I'm kind of pulling these clips, hit that hashtag Raiders if you guys want me to pull up the comment or just show something on the screen if you have a comment about the play that we're going over. But next one is Robert Spillane, and this is where I think Robert Spillane has been a little bit suspect in his passing coverage this season. Last year, he had a lot of picks. He did much better, but now we're kind of seeing a little bit of fall off. And this is where my concern is I don't know if he's just kind of slowing down. His reactions are getting a little bit slower, but you'll see a little bit of you got Tyreek Hill, I believe it is, that crosses his face, kind of sits in the middle.
Who's that other linebacker? That's not Diablo right there, linebacker. Who's that?
No, that's Bernie. Amari Bernie.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
So here's the thing is Spillane, he as a linebacker, right? As a linebacker, running back's not to your side. So you're not necessarily worried about that. That's Amari Bernie's guy, even if you're in zone. But as soon as you indicate that it's pass, your head's got to go to your first threat. Your first threat's the closest receiver.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it just looks like Spillane's constantly just drifting into space. He's not necessarily trying to attack or get hip to the guy that's in his zone. He's just drifting into space. And Tua did a really good job of just getting the ball out quickly this entire game.
Yeah,
Spillane
he
just kind of
was.
lets him lets him kind of cross his face. And so I just want to see Spillane just kind of get a little more physical when guys go to cross his face close enough to where you can kind of get your hands on him. He just kind of lets them be.
And that's the thing we talked about with Diablo too. Like when a guy's in your zone, like put hands on him, like reroute the guy, make him, like throw off that timing. These are timing routes. So he pushes him a little bit there. Tua has to hold that ball that split second longer. Maybe you're able to get a pressure, or sometimes maybe that's all it takes to get a sack. So we see that same issue with Diablo. So if we're saying it with Diablo and with Spillane, that goes to coaching. That goes to coaching.
And Amari Burney is out there, Jared, for sure. But I like your other question or your other comment covering grass. And 100%. I mean, that's one of the things that when I coached, I'd coach defensive side and I say, look, don't cover grass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be sitting in grass. And basically, you look at Robert Spillane, my biggest key is watch his head. As soon as the ball is snapped, the running back leaves. If the running back leaves, there's no threat to run. Tua's not going to run the ball.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so your head should snap to your closest threat. That's the biggest thing. Ball snap your head to the closest threat. But what happens is, for some reason, Spillane's eyes continuously lock into the backfield. And when you look in the backfield, you don't know what's going on around you, what's going on in front of you, what's going on behind you. And so he's just got to do a better job. Snap your head right there. Snap your head to your first threat. He should snap it to number 3, step in, and just reroute him. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that right there? Who's that there? Oh,
I'm trying to figure what is he point? Is he? I mean, I'm trying to give him some grace. Maybe he's trying to communicate with Bernie right there. Bernie's, maybe that's his first snap. Trying to let him know he got Jonnu on that play.
Yeah, that just
that's giving him grace, but so maybe being out there with the guy that doesn't play often, that kind of he's trying to really make sure he communicates.
Yeah, could be.
But still, though, like you said, the guy crosses right in front of his face.
Yeah, you gotta
crosses right in front of his face.
But the thing, you'll see it if you at least
if nothing else, bump him. If nothing else, get him off his route.
Yeah, I said the same thing. What's plain pointing at? But that's the thing, man. As a linebacker, running back leaves the backfield, snap your head to the first threat. That's what you got to do. You got to understand and you got to know where your first threat's coming from. And he just had his eyes stuck in the backfield. So
if Spillane plays that right, he would have held up Tua, and I think Adam Butler had a great rep right there.
Yeah, Adam Butler had a great rep earlier on that screen pass that the Snowden had. He had a nice hand swipe. He was in the backfield quick.
Even right here, his hand work was good. Oh wait, this is a different play, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a different play. I just switched it. But again, hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys coming through. This was the fourth. This is the first 4th down, I think, that that Miami went for. This is the 4th, and I think it was like 4th and 2. This is the little crosser, Tyreek Hill. Jack Jones is locked up on him. Tyreek Hill just kind of gets across the field. I kind of put this one on Patrick Graham a little bit, to be dead honest with you. So you have the motion. The motion instantly indicates that it's man.
Man. Yeah, man.
So now you know you're man to man, right?
Yeah.
You get Tyreek Hill in the slot, which is one of the hardest things in football to do, is defend a speedster in the slot, because now he's got the entire field to attack.
Yeah.
So Jack Jones doesn't know where he's going. You got to help out Jack Jones, whether it be Spillane. He's locked up on here on this running back, but man, drop an interior defensive lineman. Drop an interior defensive lineman. Tua's not going to run the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so at least, someone opposite of Jack Jones, Tyreek Hill, whether it be Adam Butler, have him take a step, then drop. Let Jack Jones know you got help on the inside. But we play just straight man-to-man. Tyreek Hill gets free.
Yeah.
It's an easy first.
Easy.
Yeah. And Jack Jones played that about as well as you can play it in that situation.
Exactly. I don't put it on Jack Jones.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this space.
Yeah.
You're going to give Tyreek Hill.
You give Tyreek Hill a 2-way go and on the opposite hash in man coverage. It's like, yeah.
So That's tough. Again, I don't put that on Jack Jones. Tyreek Hill is one of the fastest, quickest players in the NFL.
Yeah.
You got to help him out a little bit. At least allow him to play leverage to one side. So let me go. Now, one guy that actually played pretty well is Lalu, the defensive tackle, number 96. He actually did pretty well. Lalu's down. I believe he's up here on the top. He gets double teamed and still is able to kind of fight through it and gets the stop.
Yeah. Oh, I like
Where
that.
is he?
Yeah, I see him right there. Is that 91? Yeah.
He might be down here. 96. I'll show the end zone view.
Yeah, is that nice? Is that him? 96?
Where?
What number is Matthew Butler?
Like
96.
So that's Matthew Butler. So that's Lalu's 91, right?
Let's see. No, sorry, Matthew Butler's 91.
91. Okay.
It's a good rep.
It's a good rep.
Real good rep. Real good rep.
Basically, two gapped it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. Sorry, I'm gonna go to the end zone view. Easier to see. Basically, two gapped it. I mean, he was able to kind of attack the this shoulder of the center, kept his eyes open, was able to adjust, crosses his face to make the tackle.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, he did. Yep. It's good. It's a nice play.
Impressive. Good job at Matthew Butler. Got to give credit where credit's due.
Hard to Lalu.
This is Jack Jones tackle here down below.
Nice.
Good job just seeing it.
Yeah. There's one thing about Jack is that you can tell Jack watches film. He understands tendencies.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
You can that's one thing I can give him props for. Like even like the pick he had on the Chiefs, the pick he had last year against the Chargers,
that's
the pick he had earlier this year. Like he understands. That's all film study right there.
It is. So you got to give Jack Jones. Now, the one thing that as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh shit, watch out for them trying to beat him on top. If he's going to play that aggressive, wait for that fake handoff, fake that little bubble or slip screen and kind of hit him on top of them. They attempted, but they weren't able to pull it off. Yeah, good job by Jack Jones. This one's Adam Butler. Adam Butler with the run stop. I believe he's actually right here in the middle of the screen.
Is that Matthew Butler at D end? Yeah, that's a heavy front right there.
It is.
It's like Matthew Butler. I see
Matthew Butler.
John Jenkins, Adam Butler, Snowden.
That's
they're running 5 defensive linemen again. So yeah, three tackles.
But I like Adam Butler's get off.
What's up, Kev?
Being able to extend, making sure that he kind of gets the lineman away from him, keeps his eyes open in the backfield, and gets his arms wide, makes a play.
Yeah.
And we're going to see this out of Adam Butler quite a bit.
He's a dog, man. Honestly, he's a dog.
He is, man. He's been one. He was he's one with Miami. He was one with the Patriots. He's been one with us, man. Like that's a guy.
Is he how old is he? Is he 30 yet?
I think he might have just turned 30.
Yeah.
But hey, bring him back, man. Bring him back.
100%.
He's still in that age range where we can be a contender 2-3 years. He'll still be good enough. Young enough to make an impact, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. And plus, I mean, you could tell he's one of those guys out there still playing for pride. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just collecting the check. He's giving it his all every play, no matter what the score is.
No, he is. Hey, Pigskin 76, appreciate you coming through. Diehard Raider. Always good seeing you in the building as well. Cool Kev. You up in here, man. Always good seeing you. Appreciate you. Again, guys, if you have a comment for the screen, I'm trying to pull it up. I'm reading the comments and doing this. But make sure if you do have a comment, hashtag Raiders, and then give your comment, and I'll try to pull it up on the screen. This is Adam Butler's sack, and I'll tell you, man, I think he had a little bit of help, but in order to get a sack, right, you need help from all players around you. You got to keep that quarterback in the pocket. You can't allow him to escape. But the move Adam Butler put on the center is nasty. You know what I'm saying? And
Max made a big play on there, and then Diablo as well. I think they had Diablo covering Tyreek Hill over the middle, and then Max helped create some pressure as well.
So we got Adam Butler. He's sitting in the middle right here. It'll look even nastier on the end zone view.
That right tackle was so scared of Max.
Man,
He ain't like being on that island.
nah, at
He
all.
did not like being on that island with Max. He was not playing.
So you got Adam Butler here in the middle. What I really like about this is, one, he kind of just shook him, right? He shook the center a little bit.
Yeah.
But what he did was he got out of his lane and he got his leverage back into the lane. I mean, he kept in his passing lane, which is very hard to do, but two, that's just a very disciplined
Exactly.
defensive lineman.
Yep.
Exactly.
And so you'll watch it here in the middle. Gives a little
Well,
shake,
It's a
leans
well-coached
back
play.
in,
Yeah.
gets back in his
Yeah.
lane.
Yeah. He got his Iverson on right there.
Yeah, for sure. Hit him with the shimmy. But you can see they thought he's looking for Tyreek. He wants Tyreek right there.
Yeah, he couldn't do it. He couldn't get to him.
He couldn't get it. And then we did a good job on in the back end of the end zone as well. Everything was pretty covered up too. Jonnu Smith, I think that looked like he might have been free, but then Spillane gets enough.
Yeah, Spillane
made a nice play.
But this is what I'm talking about, right? You have it's what we could have done when Jack Jones.
Jones,
give him some help in the middle.
Exactly. When Jack Jones had to guard Tyreek Hill 1-on-1, you got Divine Diablo that drops off to take this crossing route. That those type of things, you want to help out your players, especially against a guy like Tyreek Hill. But great job, Divine Diablo, picking up the crosser. But we'll watch it one more time for Adam Butler. Man,
Adam Butler got
Adam.
That's nice.
That was good. Just fundamental defense, all phases.
Now, can we imagine if it was Christian Wilkins and Adam Butler next to each other?
Man.
And Kuntz.
Yeah,
exactly.
That'd be something and that's why it's like, you don't want to give up on the Patrick Graham or anything. Like, you don't want to just throw everything away, because with the right guys in place, this could become a nasty defense.
It can. We saw it last year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of injuries just happened. So, like we were talking about on Tyree Wilson's sack last time, here's the one that it's just, if you watch he's got zero bend to him. This is why I think we might see flashes, but he'll never become elite. One, he's very one-dimensional. He doesn't have that second or third pass rush move, but he's on the interior right here, and I think this is kind of the same type of play call where there is a stunt down below, but just watch Tyree Wilson.
Yeah.
It's just the slowest bend. I'll go to the end zone view. But the problem is in that type of situation, you basically need your inside arm to almost brush the ass of your defensive tackle. I mean, you're coming right off his back.
Yeah.
But Tyree Wilson, the hard part is there's just so much room. I mean, he should not be that far away. Yeah. He's got to come right off his ass.
Yeah, because you give that other guy, a chance to block him and then come back and get you. It's like,
exactly. So Tyree Wilson's got to be down off of I don't know who this our other interior defensive lineman.
I think it's Butler again.
Might be Butler taking up the double team.
Yeah.
But Tyree Wilson come right off his ass. Chris, to your point, you don't allow this lineman to kind of recover.
Yeah, make him choose. Yeah, make him choose and stick with it.
Exactly, but he just goes so wide. So we'll go end zone view, and you'll see it. Adam Butler does a hell of a job. Take up the double team.
Yeah,
the opening's there, but he loops. It's just it's just wide. Definitely something that Tyree Wilson needs to correct if he has any chance of becoming decent at a pass rush.
Yeah, because he already doesn't have enough in his arsenal. If he can't stunt properly, then what are we doing? What are we doing? At that point.
I mean, I think the hope. Who was the big? I think it was a big DN that used to play. He played for the Seahawks. I think he played for the Seahawks. He played for the Patriots for a little while. He's a guy that he wasn't really a bendy guy. He was more of just a power rusher, his long arms. I can't think of his name right now. But I think the hope was Tyree would be that kind of guy, right? He's a power rusher, long arms, able to kind of overwhelm you with his wingspan, with his arm length.
Yeah.
But he's just not. He's not physical enough at the point of attack. To even do that.
No, he's not.
He's not.
I was hoping he could at least be like what's his name, man? Was it JPP or what was the name?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
JP.
yeah.
Four fingers.
4th of July. Did you call
Yeah,
it
4th of July.
Man,
I mean,
it makes
even like a Justin Tuck type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like when he came out, I compared him to the dude that played for the Cowboys. I think we got him for a little while. He was
You
a
told me about
monster.
that big tall dude.
Yeah, can't think of his name, but
He
he was
was
like,
95. He was 95 for us.
yeah, he was like big, but that dude was a dog though. That dude when he was on,
Yeah.
that dude was a monster.
His arms was crazy. His wingspan was crazy. Now
Man,
he
he was
had a
just
daggone bull rush.
oh
His bull rush
yeah,
was filthy.
and he can do it on. He can rush outside. He can rush inside.
Yeah.
When he was on, he was a monster. Like the
Yeah.
Cowboys were high on him. He just couldn't stay out of trouble. I can't think of his name. Chat, if y'all can think of it, y'all help me out.
Now I don't think he was the one that got in trouble.
Brandon Gregory.
No, not Randy Gregory.
Oh,
Not Randy Gregory.
Now, he's not the one that got in trouble
This is a big
though.
dude. He got in trouble. I want to say, but no, he wasn't Randy Gregory trouble. But he had some off the field stuff.
Yeah, no, I think he just didn't, because I know you're not talking about what's his name that was at the 49. I know you talk David something. Was it David something?
David.
It was David something. I remember.
It is David something, I think. Dang, I thought I did my pick. Well, after we picked Tyree, I basically said that's kind of who I compared him to. You know,
yeah,
if he
see
can
that
be him high or low.
Physical freak.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Jonathan Studios, appreciate you pulling up as well. Raider Way, appreciate you coming in the building. Again, guys, remember, hit that hashtag Raiders. Make sure you guys subscribe to all the channels. I got Chris, Protect the Shield podcast up top. I got The Severe Raider down below. I'm Real Talk Raider Nation, 805 Raider. I apprate everybody.
David Irving.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was going to kill me. I had to look it
up.
So I appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit that hashtag Raiders. And then a question if you guys got a comment of the play that we're breaking down, but appreciate them in the chat. And again, hey guys, also go to Leo's channel. Say what's up to Leo. Make sure you guys show some love to Leo as well, man. This one's Caleb on Chasen. He's off the edge. Does a great job playing off the edge. Gets a little bit double team, gets skinny, rips through, and makes a play tackle for a loss. He's at the top of the screen here. Does a great job.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Nasty.
Nice. And you finish it too. I like that.
Exactly.
I mean, bring him back.
100%.
I'm telling you.
Bring Snowden back too. I'm bringing those guys back. I'm giving them roster spots over Tyree.
Yeah, like give me guys with a motor, man. Like I could do anything with somebody with a motor. Pause.
Yeah.
No Diddy, for real.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Not for real, but like, yeah. For real.
Here's the big difference, and sometimes it's hard for some players to really figure this out. But what Tyree Wilson does is he pays too much attention to the blocker in front of him, right? He tries to manhandle the blocker in front of him so he gets his hands on him. He tries to work him. But what Caleb Chasen does extremely well here is bypass the blocker. Your intention isn't to take on the blocker and just manhandle him. He gets skinny, he gets off. His eyes continue to look in the backfield for the ball carrier, and he locates him. And that's one of the things that defensive players, if you're going to excel, if you're going to be, one of the top tier defenders in this league, you need to understand you bypass blockers. You don't mess with blockers. You bypass them, and you keep your eyes in the backfield, and you track that ball carrier down. And you did a hell of a job doing it on this one.
But you know what, man? Like that stuff. Like I have a 5-year-old that's playing football right now. That stuff I'm teaching my 5-year-old. Like, man, like don't be over here dancing. This ain't no slow dance. It's like your job is to get past that guy. Whatever you have to do to get past them. Shed the block, locate the ball carrier, go attack. You might not make the tackle, but go after the ball. Don't be sitting there slow dancing with no blocker. That's not gonna do nothing for you. And at that point, he's done his job.
He won. Yeah.
Get past the guy. So that's stuff I'm teaching a 5-year-old. Like Tyree is, bro, you're a grown man. I know, like y'all know your facial expressions lead me to believe that you're a couple of French fries short of a Happy Meal, but hey.
Hey, Sacktown Raider Mike, we kind of went over that earlier in the video. So when we're done, man, go back. We definitely talked about just what we think of Scott Turner's offense versus Luke Getsy's, but kind of what to expect about Scott Turner's offense moving forward. So we definitely covered that in the beginning of the video. So definitely check that out. But, Severe, to your point, right? It's hard to teach the younger kids to do that. But at the same time, it's also doing it in a way where you know where your help is, right? Caleb on Chasen knows that he's got the edge. And so he understands that the help is on the inside of him. So he can fight as much as possible to get to the outside. And if the runner makes the wrong move, or if your help is doing their job, they're going to force him to him. They're going to force the running back to him. So it's not just bypassing, it's also understanding where is your help.
Exactly.
Right. And so
sometimes you're just a force player. Sometimes you're out there, you're just a force player. Your job is to, hey, I'm not out here to make the tackle. My job is to occupy this guy, force him back inside. I know I have help inside.
Yeah. And this is Divine Diablo's liability in the run. Told you we kind of point him out a couple times, but this is definitely a liability with him. I mean, not exactly sure why he's farther than our safety at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand he's got a lineman in his face, but fight through it, rip through it, dip underneath, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, bro. Like why you playing with that guy? Like Adam Butler shook that same dude, bro. Like
badly.
Get around that guy.
So like, I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but that's just kind of what Divine Diablo has been doing a little bit here and there.
That goes to desire. If you want to be in there and make the play, you're going to find a way to get around that guy. You're going to get in there.
Exactly. You got to have a nose for the ball. This is third quarter now. Third quarter. This is a long run. We're still in the game. We're still battling, but unfortunately, we let them rip off a long run. And this is something that we need as a defense to kind of just get the stops.
Yeah, man.
It's just nothing but missed tackles.
Who else missed a tackle? Somebody missed a bad. Was that Diablo again missing a tackle in the middle of the field? I think that was him again, bro. Like, what are you doing? Or maybe
that goes off this way.
Maybe that was Merrick. Maybe that was Merrick.
Salute to my dog, AGNB Day. Let's see.
Oh no, that was Jack.
Jack. Oh no, was it another business decision?
And Palomile. Jack and Palomile.
Yeah, I was about to say. Or was that number? Who's number 30?
Is that Harper? No, that's Darnay Holmes. But I don't think that was
30.
I think Darnay Holmes getting blocked. I think Jack comes in there to try to make the play, and he misses badly, and then Palomile misses too.
Yeah,
badly.
Palomile, yeah.
And then Decam, man, that's athleticism by Decam. It's some speed. He turned the Jets on.
Yeah, because he's the top side corner, so he's on the opposite side.
Yeah. And that's just a terrible effort. Whoever was it? Is that Waddle out there supposed to be blocking him?
Oh, up here?
Top of the screen? Yeah. Like if Waddle does his job, that's a touchdown. Yeah. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Like he's watching it. Why are you watching the play, bro? Like, why are you watching the play?
Right.
And that's what they talk about in the run game, man. It takes all 11. It takes all 11 when you want to break those long touchdown runs. If he does his job there, that's a
he's out of there. Yeah. He's out of there.
That's called film room. You're gonna get it in the film room.
Bro, like, what are you looking at?
You can't hide from that in the film room.
Nope. If you want to watch the game, bro, you buy you a ticket, stand in the stands. Like
exactly. But again, those are the plays that at the end of the day, we need to make sure that we, it was first down. But the thing is, if you make a stop at that point, if you make a stop in that area, guess what? You can possibly force a longer field goal. But now we find ourselves kind of inside allowing them inside the 10-yard line or just kind of deeper down in the end zone. But
oh man, we got breaking news, man. Billy Davis just said that we suck. Billy Davis is the most optimistic Raider fan in the history of Raider fans, and he just said we suck. I think it's over now, people.
Billy Davis, man.
Billy Davis, no matter how bad it got, Billy Davis like, we be all right, Chris.
We about to win this. We about to win this Sunday.
Yeah, like, hey, we'll be all right, Chris. We about to win the next 10 games. We'll be all right.
Oh, Billy Davis. Nah, Billy Davis got a new pose on the thing. Okay, Billy.
Hey, me, appreciate you coming in the building as well. Dominic 5. What's going on, man? Appreciate you pulling up. So this one actually Trayvon Moore. I think this was kind of the attempt to potentially try to get on top of Jack Jones because of the tackle that he made early in the game. I think it might be in the tap, but great job by Trayvon Moore. Ball was a little bit behind. If it was a better pass, there's a chance. There's a chance they might have completed it, but not every pass is going to be perfect. If it was a perfect pass every time, there'd be 50 points scored a game. So
exactly. That was nice.
But
That
good ball
was.
skills.
That was.
Yeah.
I remember
He
watching
would've
that
zipped it,
live.
though.
I
He
knew
would've
I
zipped
just touchdown. Watching that live, I was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
touchdown.
Oh yeah. It was like the ball floated a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's good timing. Like that, them the type of plays we were expecting out of coming out of TCU, top safety in the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nasty right there.
Yeah, good play on the ball. Again, ball's a little bit behind, but that's just what kind of happens.
See, but the thing that separates the good players from great players is that Ed Reed or the guy and with what's my guy that plays for Atlanta right now? He used to play for the Bengals.
For the
I know who you're talking about.
Like
Bates.
Yes, they picked that right there. They take that away. You float that. You're watching the ball the whole time. You see that play being made. You get over there and you make an interception right there, and you change the complexion. You seize momentum right there. Like that's what great players do. That's why Merrick, he's a good, solid guy, but he's not that great player that you a lot of people thought he would be.
Yeah, the only thing I will say to that though is you are guarding Tyreek Hill, so you sitting on your heels just a little bit longer.
Yeah,
because of Tyreek Hill. So that's the only thing I'll say about that. So this one is a Miami TD, Isaiah Palomal. Again, I think this is another situation where it's a switch situation. Got to have some more communication. Tyreek Hill comes all the way across. But you kind of see it with Trayvon Moehrig.
That's just hard to stop. That's just hard to stop at that point.
Yeah, you give him that much time.
Yeah, that's a scramble drill at that point. It's
look at Tyree. Look at you, bro. Look at you, bro. Look at you, bro. What are you doing?
I got the end zone view. Let's see it.
Yeah,
look
that's
at you,
nasty
bro.
work.
Like, bro, you gotta make that play, man.
Is he down here?
No.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, yes, him. Yeah, he loops all. Look, make that play, bro.
You got them long arms for nothing. Got them long arms for nothing, bro.
Make the play.
Another wide ass bend and lose. Why lose your feet?
But you know what though? That wasn't that bad of a stunt though compared to the last.
No,
the
that was actually got around.
Yeah, that was that. I'm not mad at that stunt.
But still.
But I get you though. Yeah, you gotta make that play. You gotta make that play.
Man.
But you see kind of Trayvon Moehrig, right? He kind of waves it. You got a crosser with Tyree Wilson. You got Trayvon Moehrig here. He kind of waves it. And Isaiah Palomal, the hard part is that his head just doesn't look inside, right? If he looks inside here, you got this guy. DC Richardson's got him manned up. That's fine.
Yeah, step up.
Isaiah Palomal, you're in space now.
Yeah,
you're in space. You're on grass. You got to find the next threat in the zone.
Yeah,
get your head inside. If you lock him up, we got Tua's. I mean, he could take off and
make him run. Make him run. He don't want.
Yeah,
no, he don't want to
him run. But I think Whatchamacallit has a beat on him right there. So even if he takes off and run, he's not going to score. I don't know what the down and distance is, but yeah, who was that right there? That's Darnay Holmes is right there. He's not about to outrun Darnay Holmes. So Darnay Holmes has an angle on him. He's not going to outrun him.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. But the thing is, like,
yeah, that's giving up a lot.
I don't know why Isaiah Palomal. I mean, it's just weird. I understand he kind of got out of position, but he ends up jumping behind this route, which if you just get on if you understand that your corner is locked up one-on-one, so you get your head on a swivel, you look for the next threat coming in, and he jumps behind it and just takes himself out of the play.
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, again, lack of communication. We need the communication. This is Darnay Holmes' tackle. He's up here.
Yeah.
Got to give him a little bit of love. Good job coming up on the tackle. It's a good tackle for loss.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Adam Butler helping out.
Yeah.
Adam Butler does a good job. He's down here too. But you got Darnay Holmes come in. Adam Butler comes down. I mean, I want to point out Darnay Holmes, but look at Adam Butler's motor. I mean, just watch this guy.
Nonstop.
I'm telling you, him next to
Christian
Wilkins next. I mean, that's going to be.
I like seeing Bernie out there too, man. Like at this point,
yeah,
I'd rather see Bernie out there, man. I'd rather see
coming
Bernie
downhill. He's coming downhill.
Yeah. Good call, Severe. Yeah. He's coming downhill.
Yes.
Boom. He He seasons going like that. That offensive lineman had no chance.
Exactly, because he wants to make the play. You know, he's looking to make the play.
Yeah, you got Amari Burney down here playing downhill. He sees it. I mean, look, dude, you're going to beat Spillane to the point of attack. If the runner cuts up hard, you're going to beat Spillane to the point of attack. Like that's impressive.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this, man, because especially you 805. I know you've been in the coaching. Since when have they started doing that weak little toss, but it's like an inside toss?
With with the running backs?
Yeah, I absolutely hate that. I hate that play.
So that all the toss does is it gets the defense's momentum going one way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just try to flash that they're going to toss it outside. So you try now the edge. Back. Yeah, now the defensive end has to stretch. Now the linebackers start flowing, and they're doing is looking for the cutback lane.
Yeah,
that's all they're doing.
I absolutely hate
it. It's a form of.
I feel like they just started that. I feel like that's new. The toss used to be like try to beat the guy to the corner.
Outside, yeah, to outside. Yeah.
Maybe I'm just old, man, but I like
the old school crack toss.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, I've been seeing this little inside toss. I'm like, what is this, man? I hate it every time I see it. Getsy does it a lot. I can't stand it.
The one thing I will say is, the crack toss back in the day. Oh yeah.
Oh, that was my joint right there. Yeah,
you gotta love that. But see, the thing is like I was back in my youth days, like I was a running back and then I was a linebacker, and so like I knew because I would get the pitch and I knew my receiver was coming out to crack that defensive end.
Yeah.
But when I'd switch over to linebacker, anytime that receiver went in motion, I flew. I knew what was happening. So. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun time.
Good old 38 sweep.
Yeah, right. 37 sweep. I love it. So this is Miami TD. They actually it's a handoff coming off the edge. And this is where it's kind of Trayvon Merrick and DC Richardson. Also, Snowden, I mean, it's a handoff off this edge, and they don't seal the edge. They got to pass it down the responsibility, but they just don't get there.
Mm.
You just can't get sealed off. That's the hard part. I mean,
yeah. Keep that outside arm free, man.
You're doing it, and a lot has to do with also awareness. I mean, Snowden needs to continue to work outside, but also with Trayvon Merrick, you got to have that vision.
Yeah.
Even though running backs need to have vision, defenders need to have vision as well. So Trayvon Merrick has to understand that running back's trying to get outside, but he sees that this extra tight end, they have basically an unbalanced line. This extra tight end gets outside of Snowden. And if you see that, you need to now know you got to work. You got to work your ass outside, because if you work out your ass outside, now Snowden can work inside out.
Yeah.
And so everything is about adjusting to make not only know your responsibility, but help out the guys around you.
But that's DCAM too. DCAM has to know he has help inside. He allows the play to get outside of him. So if he's a force player right there, if he can't go anywhere, he has to cut that back up.
Correct.
He has help right there. So DCAM has to. He can't, and not like the guy, not like Jalen Waddle's being like extra physical with him. He's just allowing himself to be taken out of the play.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And that's the thing though, is as soon as this tight end hooks Snowden, Merrick now has to work his way outside as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, DCam's a little too soft on that for me too.
Passive right there, man. And that was one of the issues they had with him. I want to say the year before this past year at Mississippi State, right? Or early in the year when he was in school, like his physicality in the run game. And then towards the back half of the year, he was better at it. And I think 805. I think you were talking about the 805. Like he showed improvement there, but he's coming to kind of falling back into old habits.
Yeah. And Billy D, man, have a good night. I appreciate you checking in.
Billy.
Peace out, Billy.
Let's see.
You gotta take care of wife and kids.
100%, man. So this is Adam Butler again. Adam Butler with a swim move. I believe he's actually down here. You guys see the cursor? So he's down here.
Chris? You good? You all right, Chris?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, watching the game, man. Yeah. Let's go Adam Butler. Let's go, man.
Oh,
Just
that's what
He's
I like
a
to see right
monster.
there. That
He's a
dude is a dog,
monster. Don't
man.
play with him,
That
man.
dude is a dog, man.
He
Pay this
is.
man. Pay this man, man. Don't stop
right here.
messing around. Pay this man. Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my goodness,
Nasty.
bro. Nasty.
That's
Nasty.
That's just a
Arm
one.
with-
I mean,
With the
just
arm over at the oh my goodness.
Love
yes.
it. And the only way that works is if you get off the ball. That's
oh
the
yeah,
only way
you
that
got
works.
you got to beat you got to beat the linemen. Both you got to beat both of them.
Exactly. I mean, if you're slow off the ball, if you have a slow get off, that lineman's
No
gonna
chance. No chance.
put his hands, his helmet in your armpit, and he's gonna ride you down the line of scrimmage. But the only way that works is if you get off the ball. And I'm telling you, like, it's nasty. It's beautiful to watch. And then
Hey, but Butler out there acting a fool. He got these
he's
linemen on
showing out.
skates, man.
He's showing out.
But-
Got him on skates.
Who's
But
that
what's
96
even-
right there? Is that Lalu?
Lalu's
still
down
out there?
here.
Yeah, okay, he's still out there.
But what's even more impressive, if you watch his footwork, you can tell how quick his feet are, because not only does he get over the swim, but he actually corrects himself and gets back into his lane.
Exactly.
And for him to do that in such a, I mean, in so quick, that is, I mean, it's nasty. It's just elite D line work.
Exactly.
He jumps in and gets back.
Yeah.
I mean, his
Yeah.
ability to get back is
Yeah.
impressive. A lot of guys will jump inside and kind of sit and stay, but he gets
Yeah.
his leverage back to his rushing lane.
I feel like he got that move from Max. Max is a dog
Maybe.
at that. You know, sometimes he'll get beat if it's
Get that arm over.
you know to the outside, but that
was clean.
yeah, that was very
So clean. I'm telling you, man.
You can tell he's an athlete. Like back in his day, he was probably a linebacker or maybe a running back in
back in like
high school,
Pop Warner or something like that.
Yeah. He got some feet. He got some feet.
I didn't know that, Jared, for sure. You're saying that Adam Butler was center in college. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
switch to defensive tackle. So
really?
sometimes that works because then you know how to eat up offensive linemen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
All right. Only a couple more defensive plays, then we'll switch over to the offense. This one is Lalu. So this is Lalu's tackle for loss. I actually think he's at the top of the screen right here, just outside of John Jenkins. Fights off the double team.
Nice. Jenkins held his own. He held his gap.
So he's right here. Lalu right here.
Yeah. Yeah, Jenkins held his gap. That's a good play though. Good play, 9-6.
It is a good play, man. He's got, with that last name, he's got that Samoan power. So
yeah.
you don't play with that. So this is the tight end to Jonnu Smith, where I think it was just nothing but miscommunication. So you got Jonnu Smith, he's right here. He's the number 3 receiver. You have motion coming down, and I think it's just communication. You watch Robert Spillane starts to signal down to this side of the defense. I think he's signaling down to Divine Diablo, I would assume. But Jonnu Smith just wide open. Just wide open.
Ah, my God.
I'm gonna go back to it. It's better with the
yeah, because what's
sky view. So you see Spillane talking, but
yeah, he's probably like, hey, kill that blitz. Kill that blitz.
You know, you have to, because you got DC Richardson. Merritt comes over, which Merritt comes down, which kind of shows me that they're possibly in a man coverage, because everybody's locked up. Man.
Coaching, man. I'm sorry. This is
man.
But
that's coaching. It's the same problem, man. I mean, this is stuff that we saw a few weeks ago.
But are they in man or are they in zone right there?
It's man.
It's man.
So if they're in man, then
because
Spillane should be following that guy then, right?
But I think when he went in motion, I think that's when he was probably telling Diablo, that's you.
Because it's three on that side covering 2. So if you're in man coverage, don't pass that off, bro. You're a man. That's your man.
No,
don't tell me to cover your dude.
But the thing, but Merritt came down though. I think Merritt came down was gonna guard him.
So here's my thing: is it's basically when motion goes over. I mean, you can pass it on just because it's linebacker to linebacker. I mean, you can pass that down because he knows he has Divine Diablo down here. Plus, there's an extra tight end on this side, so maybe Spillane now is going to lock up on this guy here on that extra tight end. So, I mean, I don't know if I want my middle linebacker possibly coming over because I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is a receiver or if it's an extra tight end. Because if it's a receiver, then I think Spillane passes this on. Looks like an extra tight end, actually.
I think extra tight end, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, he passed it on. But it is man. So you're locked up here, here. One Diablo. He just.
Diablo got to. I mean, you kill that blitz at that point.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, like I say, if you're a man coverage, because he's checking. I don't know who he's check. He's looking behind him to check to somebody.
Because not even like he was blitzing. It's like, yeah. Because at first I thought he was blitzing, but he didn't even blitz.
Yeah, I think that Spillane is basically he's checking the coverage. He's basically saying he's probably telling Diablo like you're locked up.
Well, you know what he
looks like he looked to Merrick though.
Yeah, that's what I say. He was looking back at Merrick, but Merrick came down. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah,
but like you said though, like you said, it's at that point. It's counting. It's math, right? Diablo.
Yeah.
It's like you got two on that side. It's three receiving threats. You got to come out of that blitz. But even then, right? Like who do I take there because it's a blitz. But look, because Diablo's pointing at something too.
Exactly. Diablo's actually he sees it. He sees something. He's making some adjustment.
He's saying something, and he's
communicating to other people. Though, like
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
He's saying, "Spillane, screw you, I'm going."
I got this.
He points at something, and then he points to the outside. So he's saying DCam. I think he's saying DCam got him. So I think at that point, I don't know if Merrick's supposed to take him or what. But once he sees that, like, bro, it's three on this side. You gotta, whatever you thought you was calling, you gotta get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, and LS, I appreciate you coming through, man. Good seeing you in here. That's the thing, is when a motion happens, everybody communicates, and that's what everybody did. You see Spillane, he starts pointing, Merrick adjust, pull him out, adjust. But after that motion happens, what does Divine Diablo do? Nothing.
Right.
It's like
that's why
he didn't get the adjustment or he didn't understand. But your first thought should be, who's coming over? Yeah. Who's coming over to get that guy? And to me, it just tells me that.
But that's my only issue, that when it's man, you follow your man. I mean, that's like that's what they do. That's why they run motion, to see if you're a man. They see you supposed to, if we locked up pre-play, this is who you got. Don't point to me and say you got him now. Like, bro, this is your man. Like, what? Like, you know.
But then also, let me ask you this, right? You got motion. Everybody's talking, and Divine looks like, "Hey, man, I'm going, right? I'm going." What the hell did you delay?
You know what is almost
just go.
You know what it is though? Yeah. I wonder if they were watching a lot of film and they thought that I was going to be a bubble. Yeah, a bubble. Because it almost looks like he thought that's what was coming, and that's just Mike McDaniel being nice with his play calls.
But like, if Divine Diablo no, he's going, why delay it? Just go.
I agree. I agree.
He hesitated for a second.
I agree.
So
I agree.
It's hard to know exactly what the hell's going on through his head,
said,
but
it's counting, man. You see, it's three on that side. It's only two. It's only two defenders. But like I said, like if it's man coverage, like because it's three on the other side, it's only two guys. So it's like, it's like why is it three guys on that other side guarding two and two on this side guarding three?
Yeah,
salute 100%. Clifford. Salute Clifford, man, my guy.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the comments, 100%. And for everybody in the building, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. I got Protect the Show podcast up top. I got The Severe Raider down below. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation. Any support definitely helps. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. We do this every midweek. We try to make sure we hit you guys on Tuesdays, but we also hit you guys up on Sundays after the game. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell as well. This one is James Jenkins. Bang, right in the middle. This is the last defensive play. Then we're going to jump over to the offense. A nice little swim move by James Jenkins. I don't know how good this guard is.
Yeah. He'll give you 2 a game. My boy will give you 2 a game.
I like that.
Give me 2 a game. Oh, man.
He's right here in the middle. I don't know how good this guard is, but
get off me.
Telling you.
He be getting up lit too. That's my guy.
Man.
Exactly. So we'll give some James Jenkins some love. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that.
John Jenkins, no, this is last play. And no, this is last year. He's like, I'm about to soak all this up.
All right, man. Let's jump to the opposite side, man. Again, I appreciate everybody in the chat. I'm trying to bring up as many comments as I can. If you do have a comment for the play, hit hashtag Raiders. You'll catch mine. I'll try to bring it up. So this is a pass play. Obviously, Minshew, he kind of steps up. And here's the thing is I don't understand why he steps up so much into the pocket.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was open? Was that Trey or was that
Trey's down here?
Yeah, was he the one that got open on the I'm guessing it was a post?
Let's watch it. Yeah. But here's my thing is Minshew, I don't know. I mean, we'll watch the end zone view too, but you hit the top of your drop, right? Hit that plant step, top of your drop, settle.
Right there.
But the thing is, I mean,
is that Brock coming across too? That Brock coming across and Mayer coming across?
Yeah. This is the first offensive play. They're trying to hit Mayer just to kind of get him going, maybe get him a little bit in the game. But why you hit the top of your drop and you basically work your way into the center. You work your way into JPJ.
Yeah. Like like this guy wide open, Tucker wide open.
Yeah, that Tucker out of there. Tucker gonna be out of there.
You gotta settle in there.
Yeah, you just gotta settle. You got good protection at this point. I understand you kind of get a little leverage.
I'm not even mad at him stepping up though.
Yeah, he just gotta make the what is you trying to do? Are you trying to do a Matthew Stafford and throw it? You trying to do a Patrick Mahomes and throw, bro?
He be trying to look sweet. I told you. He tries to look extra sweet.
Raider Legions, appreciate you pulling up.
He tried to throw a jump pass like he Tim Tebow playing for the Gators. Like, bro, set your feet. I mean, I understand he's a shorter guy. He's still 6'1", so he's the passing. He needs some passing lanes, but you have a nice little pocket right there, bro. Just sit back there. Like, why are you drifting up in the pocket? Just sit still. Go through your progressions, hit the guy. You had Zamir on a little swing pass. You had Michael Mayer. You had Tucker. You had guys, and this is what we talk about execution.
Yeah, it's you don't need to jump up into the pocket.
You hit Zamir. Zamir probably get tackled by that one guy because he ain't breaking no tackles, but he probably going for 7-8 yards.
Yeah. So again, we've seen this a lot, right? We've been breaking down film quite a bit, and that's the hard part. Is just Gardner Minshew. He'll take a couple of hits. He gets a lot of pressure in the pocket. I get it. Pressure, it's tough, but he just gets way too antsy. I'll show you another clip later in the game. But this one, Mayer's a little rusty, right? Motion. He comes back to kind of kick out a little bit of kick out block and just kind of is extremely late to just get there.
Yeah, he was.
And blows everything up, unfortunately. Yeah. But got to give him some time.
Yeah. They'll blame Zamir, though. Zamir White ran into Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
He missed one later. Zamir missed it. He missed a hella cutback later.
I pulled it. So this is a run from Zamir White. Just kind of a power run, but again, Zamir White's vision is just not there. Unfortunately, vision is just not there, and so I'll run the first play, but then we'll go.
Vision and breaking tackles isn't his thing.
That's true.
That's what y'all telling me.
That
was a good block by Mayer.
Yeah,
but Zamir didn't read it, so it don't matter.
Yeah. That's what's crazy. I mean, this wasn't a problem at Georgia. That's what's so crazy, man. I don't see. Yeah. It was a good block. He got it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: he got to run off his ass, though.
Yeah, exactly. Nah,
Like
facts.
you run off his ass and boom, and then it's just you and the other guy in the.
But the thing is, though, is you understand that this crosser's coming, right? You know that Michael Mayer is coming down to either kick out or hook the block. Because Michael Mayer, his responsibility on this is if that defensive lineman gets penetration, kick his ass out.
Yeah.
But if the lineman gets stuck, if he stays, then you hook him. So if Zamir White sees Michael Mayer cross his face, then you step outside of him.
Yeah.
But it's like Zamir White just doesn't have the agility to make that quick adjustment. And now, and you'll see, I'll pause it when he gets to the gap. But so he already sees Michael Mayer is basically gonna hook him, right?
Yeah.
I'd much rather put you, Zamir White, 1-on-1 after 2-3 yards.
Hold on.
I see what he sees. He sees that gap right there. He's saying that guy right there. He sees that gap right there, but he has to read the defender right there with Michael Mayer, and the defender
like he's coming inside. He's trying to he's trying to force himself.
I see what he sees right there, and if Michael Mayer is able to because he's running off his ass right now. Like he's running off his ass right now, but then Michael Mayer kind of
twists a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
if he hits that hole, then he's getting See,
but hold on though. But let's watch Parham though. Should Parham went and got that linebacker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I almost think, I mean, not that it mattered. I mean, since Zamir didn't, but I don't think he should have. Colton didn't need help.
No, at all.
No.
Colton,
yeah.
I got this.
Yeah, I got this fella.
But that's the thing though. Zamir White has to look at Michael Mayer is basically the lead blocker. So he has to read off of Michael Mayer. If Michael Mayer crosses his face, then he understands that he's going to hook that linebacker coming over. But if he doesn't, he kicks that linebacker out, then you can cut it back inside. But I will take Zamir White with a 2-3 yard gain 1-on-1 with this defender. But instead, he just lowers his helmet.
Yeah.
And takes on the linebacker.
Yeah, I think he saw that inside. He makes that quick adjustment. I think he thought Michael Mayer was gonna kill. I think he thought that he's gonna kick him out, and he has that lane right there. That's what he saw. So I mean, that's probably on Zamir where he has to make that adjustment. Like, you know what, he sees guy get beat, try to get back outside, but that's on my guy Mayer too, where you got to make that block. You got to because
the thing is, like, I see what Zamir sees the hole, but you also understand your lead blocker's leverage. Where's your leverage? My lead blocker's leverage at?
Yeah.
And he needs to be able to cut off of that. Yeah. And so, again, it's just tough. I mean, if he takes this here, if he takes it, now you're 1-on-1 here, and I'll take you 1-on-1 with a 2 yard gain. And if you just fall for 5 more yards instead of just now he's talking for no gain.
Yeah, I think he is cutting off his leverage though. I think Michael Mayer is supposed to hold the point of attack right there. I think he's cutting. I think Michael Mayer is supposed to kick that guy out, and he's supposed to run through there. I think he was cutting off his leverage. That's what it looks like, because he looks like he's about to go outside, then he cuts back inside when he sees that lane right there, and then Michael Mayer gets beat on like looks like a little swim, and then
that defender made a good play though. That defender made a good play.
He did, but at the same time, like that's what makes the difference between good running backs and great running backs. Is that you can make that cut, you can read it properly, and so we'll go to, let's see, this one is, this is so for some of you guys in the chat that don't know this, but we're about to look at our leading rusher of the day on Sunday. Okay, just so you guys know. Was our leading rusher Matson? No. Zamir White? No. Here's our leading rusher of the day, Jacoby Myers. Look at this. 4th and short, quick handoff, good play call.
Oh,
yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I see you.
Former quarterback Jacoby Myers.
Right.
The law firm Jacoby Myers.
That's your leading rusher of the day.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Michael, I like that physicality out there. Make him pay, Mike.
Was that Mayer?
Yep. Mayer making him pay. a little physicality out there. Playing over it. Give me
There
some.
you go.
Mayor.
Hey, that's
Give
what
me
woke
some.
him up.
Mayor.
Give me some.
He does a good job later in the game too, and I got a clip of it. So he does a good job later in the game too. This is Brock Bowers' catch up the middle. He's up here, really good job. So we get motion. Gardner Minshew does a good job of just seeing the shifting of the defense. The defense basically vacates the middle. We'll see it even better in the end zone view. But Brock Bowers up top, quick little seam. Linebacker defense makes an adjustment and just puts it right in there. It's a good job.
Yeah.
That's why motion helps, man. You quickly can see that they're in zone. Get busy, Brock.
They vacate the middle.
Get busy.
He knows it's open.
Nice route.
Severe said you can't run a route, man.
Hey, that was nice.
Severe said you can't run a route, Brock.
That was nice.
Put that foot in the ground and go.
Josh Jacobs want to make that cut.
That look like little Renfro. That little
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Leo's trying to start shit. Josh Jacobs would have made that cut. Just
talk
saying.
that talk, Leo.
Josh Jacobs to make that cut all last year.
Leo's trying to start something over here.
Yeah,
I like it.
Josh Jacobs over there running through semi truck sized holes out there.
My dog.
I love it. Let's go. But see, look, good little shake at top route.
I like that.
Yeah, we'll take it. No,
that's beautiful. That's a beautiful route too.
Severe had me looking all through his college career trying to find
see it one time, did you? You didn't see it not once. It was the first time you seen that.
Like, I know he can do it.
So it's just potentially a kind of a missed touchdown opportunity.
Yes.
To Brock.
Brock is right there. Damn, Brock is right there.
And the thing is, like, I feel like Gardner Minshew, when he rolls out, he struggles to have the ability to just kind of know that you can kind of influence the defensive end. You can kind of get the defensive end to kind of get his leverage to the sideline. You stop, and then you just settle and throw. But I feel like Gardner Minshew is constantly just running for his life when he rolls out. Yeah. And I don't think Gardner Minshew kind of trusts his arm whatsoever. And so you'll see it in the end zone view. There is a defensive end in his face.
Throw it right there.
Yeah, man.
But the good quarterbacks make this throw. It's really that simple.
Especially in man coverage, man. You can safely make that.
Man, if he throws it right, if he throws it sooner with some anticipation and throws to a spot and let Brock run under it.
Yeah.
It's here.
Like let Brock run under
right
it.
Now.
Throw it to
that
spot. Throw it to between the M and the I.
Yep, there.
Throw it between the M and the I. Let Brock run under it.
And he don't even got to rip it.
No, but he hesitates. It's almost like he wanted to, but then he took it now, right?
That's the thing where I think early in the year they kind of took his aggression out of him, where it's like, yo, you better not go out here and make no mistakes.
Oh yeah,
you better not mess this up. And now he's like,
because the Gardner that we know, like before we got him, would have threw that all day. He would have ripped that thing in there.
And like I said, man, Gardner threw. I looked at the numbers. Gardner over his entire career, all his starts, averaged 0.6 interceptions per game. Now he's averaging more than one interception per game with us. Like that's so he's more than doubled. I think damn near like 1 point something per game with us. So he's more like damn near tripled his interceptions per game. And you know that's I don't know if that's coaching and that's just his confidence, or you know the O-line he's playing with here. Part of it is that, you know, the systems he's been in previously. When he went from the Eagles with Shane Steichen to the Colts with Shane Steichen, it was a system he was used to. So, you know, maybe he had more confidence in that system, trusted a little bit more. But whatever happened, this year is the most turnover prone he's ever been.
And I will say, you know, Raider Allegiance, you're saying Gardner doesn't trust the O-line. I don't think he does. I mean, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Guys ass kicked the majority of the season. LS Gardner Minshew plays like someone who's terrified to make a mistake. I actually do agree. I mean,
I agree.
That just means your confidence level is shot, right? Yeah. Your confidence is shot. You're not gonna pull the trigger like you normally would. And so I think that's what is tough. Is I agree with you. I do think his confidence is shot.
That's the playing not to lose mentality instead of going out
Yes.
there trying to play to win.
And so this is Dylan Parham. He definitely gets beat up a little bit on this play. I think, unfortunately, he's going to be the weakest link on this offensive line.
Yes.
As it comes, now that Andre James is not on this offensive line, or
he can't hide now. He can't hide.
Exactly.
No.
He can't hide.
We got Dylan Parham on the right side. I mean, he just gives up way too much ground. Now, I will say, I don't know who the defensive lineman is, but watching the film, he actually did a damn good job. He's a big boy, played his leverage really well. But Parham, you just can't give up that much ground. We'll play it one more time through. But he's a big boy. I don't know who he is, but
let's see.
Yeah, he did him dirty.
Yeah,
he did.
Dirty. Did him dirty. It's too physical for him.
So we'll go one more through. We'll watch Parham again. I think he is the weakest link on this offensive line right now, unfortunately.
And for the record, there is no way he would have been able to be a center for us. I don't care what nobody say.
No.
I don't care what nobody say.
All right, Chad, I hope you're ready. Because here's Zamir White's potential cutback. I mean, so I saw this during the game. When I was watching the game, I'm sitting there going,
that's Benito Jones, 95, Benito Jones.
I was like, please show the end zone view of that run. And they didn't. But luckily, we do film on Tuesday nights, people, just so we got you. We got you covered. We're going to show the end zone view. But this is basically just kind of an inside zone run.
Oh, yeah. I already see it.
And it's there.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
there. Man. It's right there.
The cutback is there.
Yeah. We see it. Yeah,
we'll show the end zone view.
It's hard to see it from this angle, but from the end, you can already tell it's right there. You see the end zone view, it's right there.
Whoop.
Yeah, it's right there.
Just I think this is Colton Miller, right off his ass.
Yeah,
it's right
there. It may not have been as big as what I first originally thought. Because
it's not. I don't know if it's gonna be a touchdown, but it's gonna be positive yardage.
Yeah. And and if by chance he was able to break a tackle, he's out of there.
Yeah.
And look at Colton Miller. I mean, Colton Miller's kind of getting back to his old days.
Yeah, Colton Miller's doing his thing.
He's washing things down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Miller getting some nastiness back to him.
No,
he is, man.
He wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that really at all.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta cut that back right there.
You have to. So again, it just kind of goes back to, unfortunately, Zamir White just doesn't have the vision whatsoever at this point.
Yeah.
This is a pass to Brock Bowers, and this is kind of an example of Scott Turner's starting to kind of run some of those rub routes, some of those pick routes.
It's like
he's really good.
Yeah, he's better at trying to get people in space, open in space. Remember earlier this year we were talking about we wish Getsy did more of that.
Yeah, and the thing, but though at the same time, and again, you can't see it a lot in just the clips that I pull up, but if you watch the entire game, Scott Turner did a good job of just simplifying it.
Yeah,
it's very basic routes. It's 1 to 2 reads. That's it. We got Brock Bowers in, and this is a good example of it. You got Brock Bowers in the backfield. It's 3rd and 9. So you got 3rd and 9 up at the top of the screen. And basically, Minshew knew that if no one comes to Brock Bowers, if these guys do a good job, you got Turner that tries to just cross this linebacker and continue on. You got Kobe Myers tries to cross as well, kind of get in the way of that linebacker. The linebacker is late to get there, and you basically get your athlete in space. You hit Brock Bowers. He's got about 5 yards to play with, and he gets himself.
Let him cook. Down. Yeah, let him cook.
So DJ Turner gets up. You kind of just get that linebacker in conflict a little bit.
Yeah.
And does a good job. You watch Gardner Minshew's eyes. He's going to Brock Bowers the whole time.
Oh yeah.
There was no hesitation.
As he should. Quick read, let's go.
So again, good job obviously getting the ball to Brock Bowers, but at the same time, kind of running some of those pick routes. So this is an inside run. It's a good. This is where Brock Bowers has to he's got to definitely improve in the run blocking side.
Yeah.
And so he's here, just isn't able to kind of get that linebacker.
Yeah.
Jordan Meredith does a good job of actually pulling and kicking out.
Good block.
Yeah, no, facts.
DJ Glaze does a good job. I mean, I want to see him be a little more aggressive, maybe quicker to the point of attack, but he does a good job of getting downhill, help out with the defensive lineman. He's taking care of it, and then he gets to the linebacker. Again, would hope for a little more aggressiveness to the linebacker, but he gets there. So DJ Glaze is here. He gets down quick, which is good. Reaches to the second level. It's just good technique. Good big body. But again, what really killed that was, Brock Bowers not being able to kind of get to his assignment. So definitely something he's got to work on. Not an easy block. I will admit that. Not an easy block, but definitely got to get there. So this is the 4th down run play, and this is kind of where I'm seeing, and I saw it quite a bit. We definitely got Colton Miller back. So you got Colton Miller down here. This is the 4th and 1 play out of gun. I hate the fact that we went out of gun, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
But Colton Miller and Michael Mayer decided to wake up.
Michael Mayer was doing work too. Michael Mayer put somebody on their back. Pause.
You got Colton Miller here. You got Michael Mayer here. And these guys just wash this thing down.
Yeah. I like that.
Bars got cooked.
That
same dude he cooked earlier in that route. He's like, all right, I got you back, bro. I got you back.
Hey, he got in the way though. He got in the way enough.
But the only way this works is if Alexander Mattson does a very good job of finding the gap, right?
Facts.
Doesn't see it. He jumps to the backside.
Facts. That was good. Yeah. And then
Zeus
the first guy tackle him either.
Exactly. Zeus might have just knocked the piss out of Colton Miller, just putting his head down.
Yeah. No, he would have laid a slobber knocker on Parham.
Exactly. James Lowe, man, I appreciate the super chat. You said O-line can't zone block, need to go back to power run. It's tough because it's either we can zone block, and if Zamir White's back there, it ain't gonna work. He just doesn't have the vision. And so, but we definitely see, I mean, you look at on this play right here. Well, more of a zone, but you have a running back that can actually find the hole.
Yeah.
But Colton Miller woke up, man. It's good to see.
We need it.
But again, so appreciate the super chat, man. Let's go to now. This is Alexander Mattson's screen, and what I liked about this was you see the offensive line get out in block form. A lot of times, the offensive line, one of the hardest things to do for O linemen is block a corner or a safety in space, right? Or even a linebacker. And so this is a screen that happens to the top of the screen. You got motion coming down. Alexander Mattson, he comes out. And you got our big boys getting out there.
Yeah. There you go. Who's that? Who was that?
That was looking like JPJ and
boy. That was my boy.
Oh, look at Parham though. Look at the effort out of Parham though. I like the effort out of Parham.
That's what I'm saying. We just talked shit about Parham a little bit, but
he ran 20 yards downfield to lay another block on somebody.
100%.
Hey, they both was moving though. They both was moving. Look, they look like a relay team.
They both downfield. Yeah, they both ran downfield. Lay a hat on somebody.
I like that.
No, I love that effort, man. I love that effort.
The linemen get out there.
Yeah, get out there, big fella.
Look, hey, he wants blood now.
Yeah,
Jordan Meredith, JPJ getting out there.
They want blood
now. They looking for somebody to hit. He looking for somebody to hit.
Yes,
I'm about to find somebody.
Hey, even Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby is a dog in the Jacoby.
Yeah,
Jacoby have no problem cracking back on DN. So
he was looking for somebody to hit.
Yeah. Jacoby like hitting.
I'll tell you, man, I love it. But I'll tell you right now, man, one of the things is like JPJ is going to hurt himself out there.
Man,
I know.
by himself.
I know.
I mean, watch him like he goes and tries to pick off. I think it was a safety or something.
He just wants
He
something.
goes flying.
He just wants something to
Hey,
eat.
look at him. Look at him.
Come here.
Yeah.
What that look like? Look. You guys ever play Street Fighter? E Honda do that. It's like out there with the E Honda with the flying sumo.
I mean,
oh man,
look at him.
man, sucker.
Because I mean, do you remember earlier in the season when he came running and just flew over the pile at somebody? And I'm just sitting there going, like, this kid is gonna hurt himself.
Yeah.
Like, look at Dylan Parham doing some work.
Boy, Turf in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Turf?
Got a
What's happening, man?
lunatic Raider in the building. What's going on, everybody? Salute to all y'all.
So look, again, one of the hardest things to do for offensive linemen is block safeties and corners in space. And so for them to be able to get out there, and I guess I'll point out one other thing, just a lot of linemen don't do it, but JPJ just having the awareness and understanding, and I'll pause at the right point, right?
Right.
Bang, he sees locked up, I'm climbing.
He's like, all right, like
exactly.
follow me, fella.
That's what you do. Fine work. Fine work.
I love that, man. I love that. That's a rookie, man.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah, you can't complain. Cannot complain about that. Now this is Brock Powers' touchdown. I think it's at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Just simple, easy route. And then again, it's just another
nice pick play.
Exactly.
Move.
Nice pick play.
It's another pick play. A little bit of a rub route. You got, I think there's Trey Tucker at the top of the screen, which is basically going to come right down at the safety. That's trying to pick up Brock Bowers. Just gets his way enough. That little hesitation.
And that was
didn't even need to touch. Didn't even need to touch.
Beautiful, because you can't get offensive pass defender. Because there was a play earlier in the game. I want to say on the first drive, they ran a pick play against us, and I think it's to the running back. And I think Diablo, they picked off Diablo, but it was like such an obvious pass interference. But I don't believe they caught it.
Yes, I was going to bring that one up, but yeah,
no, that's beautiful. I mean, he hesied right in front of him.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a great job by a young receiver.
And plus I love that because you usually don't see little receivers doing a pick play. So it's like usually limited as far as your personnel who you do it with. But that was perfectly drawn up. Great job by Trey. That's it. Brock being Brock.
Brock breaking the tackle too.
Yeah.
And this is the 2-point play. And so initially when I saw this in the game, I was like, oh shit, DJ Glaze got beat up. Like that was my biggest concern. They went back to the replay. It didn't give us a good angle. But again, it's a 2-point play. Now, again, very questionable. Not sure why we're running out of the gun formation on a 2-point play.
On the short side. Oh, never mind. I thought it was no, never mind.
But obviously penetration in the backfield and I mean clean. That defensive line got clean, and we'll know why in just a second. We'll get the end zone.
You think that was RPO?
Let me look back.
What did Trey do? No. That just seems like such a bad play call.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't see too many teams run it on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I don't get that.
So, but this is where, again, I think the weakest link on our offensive line right now is Dylan Parham, because Dylan Parham's right here on the right guard.
Oh yeah, he got cooked.
You don't even touch him.
Matador right there.
Yeah.
Man.
And the hard part is I've seen this with Dylan Parham in the past. When I've watched film, when I looked at him, last year before that, you see this where all of a sudden you'll just see he just lets guys bypass him. And I don't like in DJ Glaze, I think he just expected some resistance here. And on film, it looked like initially in the game, it looked like DJ Glaze got beat, but no, Dylan Parham just. And what's weird is Dylan Parham he let him go, and he didn't even get to the second level and get a piece.
Yeah, he ain't touched nobody
at all.
Like that. that play almost reminded me of like the old school Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah.
Just when he was with the Dolphins and he was just doing that.
Just leaving dudes in the dust.
Yeah, just leaving them. Like, what are you doing? That's nasty. That's nasty.
Exactly. So, and then we got
talk to him, Eddie. Talk to him, Eddie. Get him, Eddie.
And then we got Minshew staying in the pocket again. Minshew just got to stay in the pocket, and he's got to stop drifting.
Yeah.
He drifts for no reason at times, and then he's off balance. He doesn't got his feet set underneath him, and these are the type of throws that he produces.
You don't got the arm for that, fella.
Yeah. So let me address my guy Eddie real quick.
There we go.
Eddie, talk my guy Eddie. Real quick. Okay, I'm with you, Eddie.
Hold on. Like, I'm gonna bring it up. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up. Hold on. I'm gonna switch some things up. Hold on.
Pull it up.
Eddie cleaning the suit too.
Pull it up.
Eddie cleaning the suit. Taylor.
Severe, you do your thing. I'll be right back. You let him know.
Right. Look, so if you remember what I said there's two issues with drafting Brock Bowers. First of all, I think we just drafted a tight end. I didn't feel we needed a tight end, and also felt that he wouldn't be at his maximum effectiveness because him and Devontae work in the same areas, and we didn't have a true deep threat to really pull coverage away from those guys. So if they're both operating around the same area, that would mitigate how effective he would be. And if you're drafting a guy in the first round, I expect you to be able to go to him consistently. Also said that I have questions about whether or not Luke Getsy would be able to use him properly. But also said that Brock Bowers was the third best pass catcher in that draft. I had him behind Marvin Harrison Jr. and behind Malik Neighbors. Now, he's been better than Marvin Harrison Jr. He has not been better than Malik Neighbors. And some of the questions that I said, some of the things I said about him, they're still holding true. I said he wasn't a great route runner. He was a pretty good route runner.
We saw it today, Severe. You saw them feet.
We have one good route, but he's still inconsistent as a route runner. We've seen in the past where he's out here rounding off his route, not getting proper depth. One of the things he is better at than I thought. I didn't see him as a guy that was a top shelf guy at Georgia. I've seen him do it a few times this year, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I haven't seen him do it a lot. He hasn't really had a lot of opportunities, but I've seen him do it enough where I say, he's better than that than what I thought it was. Also said he wasn't a guy that was strong at the catch point. Still some situations where he's not real strong at the catch point, but I've already said that was I've said it was an A pick. It was an A pick.
All right, there we go. You said all that to say that.
Yeah, I said. But look, my assessment of him, I talked about his blocking. I said he was a guy that was give good effort as a blocker, but his technique was lacking. But I said the fact that he gave good effort, I think that would be enough for him to be effective. Brock, who said Brock would be rookie of the year now, bro? Come on. Brock, I did not like Bo Nix, but Bo Nix has been better than Brock. Jaden Dan's been better than Brock. Malik Neighbors, when Malik Neighbors is healthy, has been better than Brock. Brock is fourth.
You can't compare that.
What? They said for rookie of the year.
Oh.
Yeah, I said all four of those. I had all four of those guys. I've had all four of those guys ahead of Brock. But Brock, that's an A pick, man. That was an A pick. Like I said, part of the reason I didn't want him because I thought we had questions at number 2 corner. Jacorian Bennett was the question mark, but he's the number 1 corner at this point. Because I wanted to trade back to pick up extra picks, and I wanted to draft Quinion Mitchell. But I'm dead right about Quinion Mitchell. You eat some crow on that, Chris. You're eating the crow.
Hey, it's still early.
I grab. Let me pass you the bottle of hot sauce. You eat yours.
Love it.
But Brock. I'm happy we got Brock, especially if we traded Devontae. I said, Brock could be a number 1. He could be a number 1 option for a team, but I didn't think he would. Drafting him when we already have Devontae. I didn't think that was a smart move. But now that we don't have Devontae, I think we can do like the Chiefs do, and we can design a whole system around Brock. So I think that whoever is our next offense coordinator or possibly next head coach, I think they have 2 guys that 3 guys really in Brock, Mayer, and Myers. I think they can really build an offense around. I still think we need a better deep threat, a true number one wide receiver. But those are three guys where you can plug and play those guys, and I think they can be effective in multiple systems.
I let that ride.
I think
I
you
let
let it
that
out.
ride.
I like it.
Eddie, I'm still rocking with you, but we'll let Severe moonwalk out of that one.
Okay,
He's so poetic, so he makes it sound good.
So we only have a couple more plays left. We're gonna knock this out really quick. All right. So this is Gardner Minshew moving. Obviously, just off throw. He just doesn't have.
Gotta get that outside to Brock.
Yeah. This one. Now again, when he settles his feet, then he can actually drive the ball. Good solid throw to Trey Tucker.
Yeah, that was nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what he can do, but again, he just gets happy feet in the pocket. Again, good drop at the top of his route. Simple hitch step, settles his feet, little hitch, settle, and drive the ball.
Yeah.
He can do it, but unfortunately, it's just not every time. Again, confidence level just isn't there. Let's take a look at this is Amir Abdullah. This is his
that was a false time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, I saw it happen.
Damn near kick-stepped himself in the quarterback.
Hey, whoever the right tackle was for the Dolphins, they did it consistently too. They did it.
Like times. For Max, he was scared to death of Max.
Yeah, they did it a few times.
So
Amir Abdullah with these cheap touchdowns.
I'm telling you, right? He's getting them.
He really is.
And I hate to end on it, but we're gonna have to end on it. This is Minshew's interception at the bottom of the screen. Jacoby Myers. Him and Jacoby should have some chemistry at this point, but unfortunately.
Oh, damn. Yeah. What was that?
Like Jacoby goes out, Gardner Minshew throws it in, and it just, these are things at this point they got to have dialed in. It doesn't matter.
I think that did he think Jacoby was going to keep going?
I think he just thinks Jacoby's going to turn inside as opposed to outside.
Yeah.
But this is just a simple hitch play. Like this isn't like some fancy play that Scott Turner dialed up and you got to understand where guys are going. No, this is basically a very easy combo route, right? You got, I think it's Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers go up. He's going upfield. He's gonna take this inside guy. You got Ramsey that's going to continue his back pedal. If you have an opening, if you got space, Jacoby Myers is just going to cut his route off. It's simple. It's a very simple route, cuts it off. But I think Jacoby goes out. He thinks Gardner Minshew thinks he's going to go in. Just bad communication. So that's tough. That's how we kind of end it. It's picked off. And I think we're all used to this type of ending with our Raiders. So then that kind of sums it up. That sums up our film on this one. Severe. I know you got the check out.
Gotta go.
You got yours. I think you got you and Farrell, right?
Yeah, and Turf coming through too. So
buddy.
Anybody, the Ultimate Raider fan, 32.
Go check
the smoothest guy in Raider Nation.
Move.
Watch it.
Move.
Watch that dude work, man. Smooth, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, Chris, hang on for a little bit. I'll let you kind of talk to people. I know you've been out for a little bit, but Severe, we'll let you go. Let everybody know kind of what you're up to and what you're doing before you get out.
Man, you guys know what it is at the Severe Raider everywhere: IG, YouTube, X, TikTok, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Holla at your boy every Tuesday with my two guys right here, man. Welcome back. The Dominican landscaper, Chris. That's a little bit of an insider.
He was rehearsing it. He was rehearsing it.
Anybody insider, man. But Chris is out there living his best life, man. Welcome back to my guys. My guy 805, man, one of the more knowledgeable guys, and in all the Raiders media, man. So yeah, make sure if you're on my channel, you haven't followed those guys, make sure you follow them, man, because they're dropping quality content over there. And then I got the 50-50 show with my guy Pharaoh, Tuesday evenings, and then Around the Shield with my guy Big Mike, and Pharaoh every Friday night. We're trying to work in another day, man. My schedule is crazy. It's just with work, my son's practice, my other kids. So it's hard to figure out another day. I'm trying to get another day in there to do some solo stuff. But be on the lookout for it. Even if I got to pre-record it and release it that way, just be on the lookout for that stuff in the future, man. But yeah, appreciate my guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Always every week, man, doing this with your boy. Most of these guys got way bigger channels than me, man. So like they didn't have to bless me with this platform, man. So I appreciate them.
Hey, man. Hey, it's not about how the subscribers, all that stuff. It's about if you come across someone that you feel knows their knowledge, knows their shit, and
real recognize real, baby.
Got to bring them along. You know what I'm saying? And so, but make sure everybody, whoever's in here, make sure whoever's viewing, even afterwards, make sure you go over to Severe and hit that subscribe button.
Go tap 100%.
That. And one quick thing, man, if you guys enjoyed what y'all saw today, if you thought it brought some quality to your life, it was something that you learned today, please make sure you share it with 3 people that you know are Raider fans. And if you didn't enjoy what you saw today and you hated it and you thought we're stupid, please send it to 3 people that are Raider fans. Tell them how dumb we look on this video. Please, either one.
Share with somebody.
Exactly, man. Hey, give them a shout out to your you got apparel coming out, right?
Oh yeah, man. 50/50 shop. It's going to be a link to of this in the description of this video. As well as all my other content as well. It's on 5050shop.printify.me. Like I said, man, it's Christmas time is here. We got mugs, we got sweaters, we got shirts, we got all kind of stuff over there. So check it out. We're gonna be dropping some more stuff pretty soon. Coming up with some designs, man. We got a code Raider Nation design on a shirt and on a hoodie, man. So make sure you check us out.
Good deal, man. Hey, you have a good show over there, and Chris, stick around for just a little bit, man. I'll let you shout out too as well.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Late
service.
So, real quick, as we do this, I'll kind of address this a little bit. And so you say Dre for sure, 1, 2, 3. That's not on Minshew. We got Jacoby was wrong on that play. LS saying, why do you think Jacoby's going to turn in? There was Jefferson because Jalen Ramsey was on Jacoby's outside shoulder. So here's the thing. A lot has to do, and this again, just my opinion, but a lot of things that has to do with the chemistry and how receivers run their routes. Yes, Jalen Ramsey could have been on the outside shoulder, but it's and I can kind of use the example of Davante Adams, right? Davante Adams, he can run a slant route 5, 6, 7 different ways. It just depends on how he likes to run it and how he likes to set up defenders. But to me, I feel like that's just a simpler hitch route. It's all about making sure that if Brock Bowers pulls those defenders back and there's a vacant area underneath, then Jacoby Myers has to cut that route off, which he did. To me, I think that's more of just Gardner Minshew and Jacoby Myers getting on the same page and understanding how are they, how's Jacoby going to run that route?
Yeah.
And so, just because Jalen Ramsey is kind of on his outside shoulder, yeah, he can turn inside. But again, it's all about how Jacoby Myers likes to run that route, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, the corner's still off of him. It's not like the corner is a yard behind him or on his hip. The corner's still off of him. So it's a simple hitch route. So it just depends on how does Jacoby Myers like to run that hitch route, and Minshew and him got to be on the same page. So again, that's just my opinion.
No, I agree. I mean, we saw the same thing with him and Devontae earlier in the season. I mean, it's just it's just all about that chemistry and understanding, just making sure you're seeing the game the way the receiver's seeing it. So
it's all about chemistry, and that's one of the hardest things to do with a quarterback and receiver is to kind of get your timing, your chemistry down, to understand how he gets the ball out, how your receiver runs your route, depending on how the defense lines up on him. And so, but yeah, man, Chris, you've been out just a little bit, living the good life. You know what I'm saying? We're all back here. We're all back here living our Raider life. You know what I'm saying? But how you feel, man? What do you got? What do you got planned? What do you got planned for either the rest of the week or just kind of lined up?
Yeah, so to be honest, I'm not gonna be able to do my show tomorrow just because of work. I'll be traveling, but may try to get something in Possibly my show on Thursday. But I'm not even 100% sure. So we'll kind of see how that falls into place. So and then of course we'll do our post game on Sunday, man. So just keeping it moving, getting back in the flow of things. I've been going for a couple weeks, man. So I know the YouTube streets, the algorithm's not gonna be too friendly to me. So I gotta work my way back up.
So what was your I guess real quick, we got a lot of people talking about Gardner Minshew starting. Obviously the game went the way it did. What's your thoughts on the quarterback position? Because AP already came out and said Gardner Minshew is starting. He's starting this weekend.
Yeah.
You think that's a good move? The right move?
I mean, for me, I would have rather just continue to evaluate Ritter, just see what we have in him. At the end of the day, we know Gardner's not going to be here next year. ALC possibly won't be here next year. Let's at least see what we have in Ritter. But at the end of the day, AP more than likely won't be here next year. So we'll just kind of see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with AP. I think there's so much going on behind the scenes that none of us know about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like how Mark Davis really feels with Tom Brady coming into the building. It's like I honestly don't know how they are going to move forward because they very well. I mean, with the whole Deion Sanders thing, they very well could have. Deion Sanders came out and said he respects AP. But at the end of the day, it's like, shit, so much going on behind the scenes.
No, for sure. So much going on. And honestly, it's like, I mean, at this point, you would think that AP would already know if his job is going to be safe. So I don't know. Is it, you hear the reports that they're going to clean house, even get rid of Telesco. I think I saw that report, and I'm just like, that's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
And I hope they don't get rid of Telesco.
Yeah, me either, man. It's like, who's gonna want to come here? I mean, it's already hard enough, but it's silly at this point.
Yeah, and with Telesco, just how well he drafted. I mean, when's the last time that we nailed our first, second, and third round?
Exactly.
DJ Glaze, he's starting to look like he could be our right tackle for the future. Give him the rest of the season, give him an off season. I think he's progressing well.
Yeah.
When's the last time we nailed our first 3 first-round draft picks?
Yeah, that was like the year with Carr and Khalil and Gabe Watson.
Oh shit, I guess so. Yeah.
Without how long? Yeah. When was that? 14? Or when was that? 12? When was
12,
that?
I think.
Yeah.
Was it 12?
Something like that. So we're talking about 12 years ago.
Unless it's 14. Okay, so 14.
14. Yeah.
Yeah. So Telesco needs to stay. I think everybody's, AP's up. There's a lot of people that still are cool with AP, but I think there's also a lot of people that, they want to move on because they just haven't seen progress. But I think the one thing we all have to kind of just take into considerations, we have been an injury-plagued team
right
across the board. I mean, it's disgusting how many injuries and just moving parts. Who knew Devontae Adams was get shipped off, after week 3? We just no one knew it. And how long was that brewing? Michael Mayer just saying, just having to leave the locker room. Just so many injuries, so many missing pieces, so many moving parts. I mean, when's the last time 3 offensive linemen went down in one game when we played Cincinnati?
Right.
It's just it's hard to work with. So, but what we do know is we got what? We're 2-8. So we got 7 games left. 7 games left.
Yeah.
Divisional opponent this weekend, going against the Broncos. Broncos look like they're getting better with a damn good defense over there. This weekend's going to be a struggle. It's in Allegiant Stadium. I already got a buddy that's here in the Vegas area. He's a big Broncos fan, and so he's going. And he's got a crew coming.
Yeah.
So they're going to paint that stadium orange. That ugly-ass burnt orange is going to be all over that stadium.
It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be disgusting.
Exactly. So, yeah, man. We, again, for all you guys in the chat, we kind of break down film every Tuesday night. Make sure that you check back in with us, even though the season hasn't turned out the way we wanted to, but if you guys have stuck with us with these, you can tell that there's still players to look at to see how they're progressing, if they're regressing, if there's things. Look at Adam Butler. I think without question, Adam Butler needs to be someone that we target and re-sign and bring back next year.
Got to.
Adam Butler and Christian Wilkins on the defense line is going to be an absolute beast. Caleb Von Chasen. I think he's a guy that we need to potentially re-sign to just keep him in this rotation. So, without question, I think it's good to watch film. I think it's good to break it down, just kind of see what can we hang our hat on going into this offseason, even though on paper and on record, we're not looking too hot. So,
yep.
I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I just want to make sure that you guys know after the game on Sundays, we also try to go live. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we do go live. And so wherever you're watching, hit that like button. I got my guy, Chris, Protect the Show podcast. Make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you guys on the next one. We're out.
Peace.